Please welcome the chairman of the Air Conditioning Contractors of America, John Sedine.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that warm welcome. How many of you were here last year at the chairman's banquet? Wow, look at all those hands. You'd think this was the Oprah show and everyone who raised their hands was going to go home with a new car. Actually, those of you who were here last year were lucky enough to hear one of the most memorable speeches ever given by an incoming chairman. It was moving, and it also carried a very strong message for our association. Historically, most incoming chairmen have been able to decide on what their pet projects are and how to move them forward that year. But poor Stan, he didn't get to do that. With all that happened this year, from the political changes to the economic turmoil to the controversy over, well, just about everything, Stan got his agenda handed to him before he even started, and he's done a fantastic job. Often I think we should have called him Fireman this year instead of Chairman for all the fires that he's had to deal with this year. The transition this year will be easy as Stan and I are on the same page about most things. We share the same vision and the same passion for ACCA. As issues have unfolded, it has struck me as quite uncanny how similar our views really are. You know, Stan, if you'd lose a little, well, maybe a lot of hair, we could probably be twins. And we all know behind most great men is a great lady. There's no question that Delane is a great lady, and you are a very lucky man. We all appreciate her willingness to share you with us, and thank you both for the great service you have done for ACCA. I know that your service to ACCA will not stop at this dinner, and that we can count on you for the years to come. Thank you. One of the things that has always amazed me in this industry is how many family businesses there are in it. Even those businesses not run by blood relations sure seem a lot like families, in both good ways and bad ways. Whether we work together in the office or not, the reason we all work so hard is to provide for our families. Without their help and support, we could not do all that we do. I spend a lot of time away from home at meetings or training sessions, and I could not do so without my family's support, both at work and at home. My lovely wife, Sue, you can stand up and wave if you want. Has granted me more than my fair share of time to devote to ACCA and the industry. I know at times she gets stuck dealing with family matters at home while I'm off at a meeting someplace horrible like Tampa, Fort Worth, New Orleans, or heaven forbid, Washington, D.C. Sue has been patient and supportive, especially during those times that I am gone, and it only seems like we have a telephone relationship. She also puts up with a lot as both our daughter and son work in the business. And sometimes even our private family events can seem like work, work, work. So honey, I want to thank you in advance for the upcoming year. I may be gone a little more than usual. Carla, our daughter, has always liked mathematics, and she naturally took to accounting and office management. Now she's our office manager and oversees all the accounting and office operations. One of my favorite things about Carla is that she brings her kids in from time to time, and I get to be grandpa daycare. Molly is often my administrative assistant. Carla's here with her husband Aaron and Molly, who's 5, and Ryan, who's 11 months. Our son Aaron always told his mom that he wanted to be a rich lawyer and promised her that one day he would buy her a Lamborghini. After he discovered his love of engineering and told me that he wanted to go into my line of work instead, I had to ask him, why do you want to be a poor heating guy instead of a rich attorney? And now, how are you going to keep your promise to your mom? Well, anyway, he went on to get his engineering degree, passed the PE test, and he even made it through some of Hank Rutkowski's training. So thankfully, I don't have to worry when I'm away, as he's almost, but not quite, as knowledgeable as I am. Aaron's here with his wife Sandy and their 10-month-old daughter Taya. I am truly blessed to have such a wonderful family. I love you all, and I thank you for all that you do. I mentioned Hank Rutkowski's classes earlier. Hank, are you out there somewhere? I know you are. I originally joined ACCA because actually they offered me a free set of manuals if I joined. Sorry, Paul, I know we don't do that anymore. I was the avid Manual J guy and had collected every short form created. A few years back, Hank agreed to come up and go fishing with me in Canada. It was about an 8-hour drive, and about halfway up there, Hank asked me what school I had received my engineering degree from. I kind of took a quick glance at Hank and said, I don't have an engineering degree. My degree's in science education. Hank gave me that funny Hank look and asked me where I learned everything that I knew. And I said, well, Hank, actually, I learned most of it from you. So thank you, Hank, and thank you, ACCA, for hiring Hank so he could give me my engineering degree. Now, I'm not sure what to say about that group of guys sitting over there and the group sitting over there as well. They're my mixed group, and I never know what to expect from them. Yeah. I'm sure that most of you recognize them because they're somewhat notorious. I know you all know Skip Snyder. He was chairman a few years ago. Kevin told me I couldn't have him help me with my speech as it would probably last an hour and take us way out into the weeds. And Skip, we even have a guy watching you so you can't get up and say anything. But Skip has helped me out a lot, though. He actually warned me about how hot the lights are up here, and he lent me one of his hats to help protect my follically challenged head. So what do y'all think?